What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Mr. Handsome Malcolm, aka Malcolm Finance, in the building. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can begin to make money from your phone. How do I know what I'm talking about? Because last year I was able to, wait, hold on for a second. Last year and this year I don't know if you guys can see it, but can you see it? Yeah. I actually got it like framed, but it's kind of reverse because, you know, the camera and stuff like that. I'm still working on my equipment and all that stuff because I want these videos to be entertaining, but at the same time very, very valuable for you. And I have to stop looking here at myself and start looking at you guys because eye contact is very important. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but I got it framed. I know you guys see a lot of screenshots like this all the time, but this lets you know that, you know, my accomplishments are real to me. I literally made $253,000 last year. Yeah, I've made so much more money than that. I haven't hit $1 million yet, but we're getting there. But yeah, I want to show you exactly how you can make this amount from your phone. So let's get into it right now. So if you're new here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Malcolm Finance. My stage name is Handsome Malcolm, and I've recently switched my name because I've switched my purpose in life. I've got a new apartment. There's a lot of updates. I got a beautiful girlfriend, a beautiful lady, and I'm just loving life right now because I've been able to make money from my phone, and my mindset has shifted to helping people do the same. And I'm not selling anything or anything like that, so I know people in this kind of like area usually like to sell information, but I'm just here to give you the value for free. And if you find value in it, then you know you can book a coaching call with me. But I think I have something to give to the space because I'm a very good teacher. Outside of this, the money that I do make online, I'm actually a nuclear medicine technologist where I actually, you know, develop pictures for doctors by injecting radiation inside patients. Now it sounds really crazy, but traditionally what I do is I basically perform stress tests on patients who have had heart problems in the past for cardiologists. And we basically monitor patients and make sure that, you know, the patients are okay, and I process the pictures for the doctors to read. That's my day job. But on the side at nighttime, I like to think of myself as Batman because I go and I run a six-figure business at night and I still go to work. And it's funny, a lot of people often ask me, why don't you just quit your job? And the reason why I don't quit my job is because I firmly believe, and maybe this is cultural because that's how my parents were, I firmly believe in the 2-century fold. And what that really means is that you should always pay yourself as much times as you possibly can in your lifetime. You always want to make sure that you pay yourself. Now, my job is an asset. Me, fortunately, I'm not just working at Burger King or flipping burgers or something like that. I have a pretty decent job that people make a lot of a good living from, you know, being a nuclear medicine technologist. So I work very hard for that. I have a bachelor's in nuclear medicine technology with a minor in hospital administration. And those 2 degrees that I've obtained and earned mean a lot to me. So even though I can quit my job, at the same time, I remember how hard I worked for those degrees, what those degrees meant to my parents and to me as an accomplishment. As of 2016, 2017, my mindset kind of shifted because when I was growing up, I usually watched my family acquire a lot of real estate. And they acquired real estate because my father was a carpenter, my mother was a teacher. They acquired a lot of real estate. And the real estate paid them. The real estate paid them and paid for our colleges. And you know, it helped us out a lot. Even though we struggled and we didn't really know everything, you know, just like anybody who tries anything new, we struggled a lot, but it was profitable at the end. It definitely was. So I'm not that good at real estate, and real estate is not really a business where tomorrow you can wake up and make $1,000, right? Because it was a different time. I grew up always seeing homes and seeing houses, but at the same time, it's not like my phone is always by me all the time. I'm on it every day. I use it for MySpace, Facebook, you know, Instagram, now TikTok. It's crazy. We're always by our phones. So why not use it to make money? And this concept came in my head probably about 2017, 2018, where I developed the concept of, why don't you use your job to pay your bills and use your side hustle to pay your lifestyle? Now, hear me out. Who else does this? Idols that we look up to, right? So basketball players, I love basketball players because I believe that, athletes, they're kind of like the gladiators of our decade, because, people are not going out there and doing amazing things like they did back in the day in terms of, fighting and, going out to wars, and there's a war every day, and gladiators are put on display for everybody. If you into those, real manhood and alpha male activities where the testosterone is at an all-time high, then you understand what I'm saying. But, NBA players, basketball players, athletes are kind of like our time's gladiators. And I always used to listen to them. And one thing they always said is that they never ever spend their check that they get from the NBA. They spend the money and they live off the money of endorsements. And that was far-fetched to me. Like, why would they? So they get money from the NBA and then they don't spend it. They just save it. Shaq was the first person I heard say that. He said, I just saved all my money. And I was like, wow, I have to try to get myself to that situation, that kind of space. And now I'm in that space. I use all of my dropshipping money and the money that I make with dropshipping and the money that I make from my phone to literally fund my living expenses. And then all my checks for my job, I just save. It's mind-boggling. Like, so it's liquid cash that I have on hand. It's just amazing. And I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and it's amazing. And I want to implore everybody. I know you're listening to a lot of dropshippers and online marketers that are telling you, quit your job, quit your 9 to 5. But if you're like me, or you have a decent job, actually good job that you can make a living off of, it probably is not the best thing to just quit it right away. Especially if you enjoy the environment that you work at, which I do. I really do enjoy the environment that I work in. So that was enough about me. Now let's get to how I can help you. So how can you make money from your phone? If you haven't heard, or maybe you picked up a little of the things that I said in the earlier segment, you notice that I used the word drop shipping. Now, drop shipping is a business model in which you literally take a store, construct a store online. It's not a physical store. You put the store online, and then you act as a middleman between the supplier, the person who actually makes and manufactures the product, and the customer, the person who comes to your store and buys the product. So the way I like to explain it in simple terms is that you put a picture up online, somebody buys the picture, and then after that you actually go to the supplier and give the supplier the customer's information, and then the supplier will send the product that the customer ordered for your store to the customer, and everybody's happy. That's called business. If you think that it's a scam or something like that, I beg to differ. Think of Uber. Uber doesn't own any cars whatsoever, but they own the customers. So it's to the point where they build a brand out of taxis. So right now on the phone, what they did is they created an app because they saw a problem in the market space, right? They saw a problem in which it's very difficult to get a cab rather. What if there was an app where you could get a cab and a taxi right away, straight to your location, using GPS services and location devices, right? What if they can do that? That was amazing. They solved a huge problem. And now everybody takes an Uber. But Uber doesn't own any cars. They just connected people's cars to people who need cars. You get what I'm saying? So you're a middleman person. That's why I like to teach my students I don't teach dropshipping. I teach middleman branding, right? Because the middleman, you have to be in order to be a successful dropshipper, you have to understand middleman branding, how to be a middleman, how to connect the dots. And I think when you have dropshipping as a skill, you become invested in something that I like to call a third eye, because you're able to see systems and see how they work and understand things and why they happen. So that's the business model that I use, and that's how I use it to make. And now next, what I'm going to explain is how do I use it from my phone. So how do I use dropshipping from my phone? Now, a lot of people, when they talk about dropshipping, they usually talk about AliExpress. They usually talk about Shopify, and they usually talk about Facebook. These are the three factors, the three pillars of dropshipping that I see a lot of people talk about. But I switched out one of them from AliExpress, and I use a special tool called CJ Dropshipping. I love it. I love it. Trust me, I love it. CJ Dropshipping. I really love you guys. Thank you for the guys over at CJ Dropshipping. I was able to accumulate these numbers because of CJ Dropshipping. If you know anything about AliExpress, AliExpress is a manufacturing website where manufacturers can put up their items that they made on the website, and after that they can sell one, they can sell 2, 3, 4, 5, but it takes so long for it to get to the customer. And nowadays, customers, with the emergence of Amazon, they want their product in 1 or 2 days. They really do. But with CJ Dropshipping, I'm able to send my customers their packages in 7 days, which is amazing. That's amazing. So 7 days versus 30 days is completely amazing. And that's how I've been able to scale my business. Because remember, when you do dropshipping or middleman branding, as I like to call it, the basis and the bloodline of your business is the customers. The customers are the bloodline of your business, so don't ever forget it. So I use CJ Dropshipping. I also use Shopify, but you can also use Big Cartel, which is completely free. If you're strapped for cash and you can't use any money whatsoever, you don't have any money to spend, you can use Big Cartel, you can use CJ Dropshipping, and you can also use TikTok. Now, TikTok is very, very volatile right now. TikTok is so good because they flipped the algorithm, and it's a genius, because in every other platform, right? In every other platform, you need friends. So they show your content to your friends, and if your friends like the content, then the content will be shown to more people. Or if your friends share the content, that's how more people would see it, i.e. Facebook and Instagram. But with TikTok, TikTok shows your content to everybody, the For You page, and then it allows you to attract new people and gain new people. That's why it's so amazing. And they use the elements of music, and they use the elements of trends, and it's a community, it's a culture of everybody invested in a TikTok trend. So everybody does their version of a trend, which is just phenomenal. And that's why TikTok is so good. On Instagram, there's no trends, right? There's challenges, but on TikTok, there's trends. And those trends follow, they follow, every creator. I don't know who creates the trends, but it's a trend. Let's just call that. So the way to promote any product is find a trend and then hop on the trend, put your little spin on it, and watch your channel grow. And it's amazing. Watch your channel grow, watch the sales come in, and it's literally amazing. And you can do this all from your phone. It just takes a little brain power, and with my training, it'll speed up the situation much more. So if you want to learn more about this, do yourself a favor and contact me as soon as you can, and I'll make myself available so that we can have a sit down and we can talk about what are your struggles when it comes to dropshipping, when it comes to maybe getting this ball rolling, because you have to start making money online. This is the best time to get into it. I mean, I think of all the times back in the day, way back in the day, before my time, your time, and our parents' time, when Rockefeller and these behemoths who are financial tycoons were pretty much building railroads, and they only had the resources to build it. They had the resources to build it. But now in this world where we live in now, everything is level. Everybody pretty much has the resources to build anything that they want. You can do anything you want with social media. I literally watched my friend build a restaurant on social media, and the restaurant is popping and booming, and it's amazing. More with the power of social media. So I think this is something that you should definitely get into. Remember, your bills are supposed to be paid by your 9 to 5, and your side hustle is supposed to pay your lifestyle. When you talk about lifestyle, you talk about the vibes. You know what I'm saying? The way I live. I mean, I now can see Statue of Liberty right over there. Yeah, and I'm doing this in New York. This ain't no Minnesota or Minneapolis. This is New York City. Like, you think I'm capping? Let's go. Look. That's New York City that I'm looking at right now. You heard? New York City. And right over there is what? Statue of Liberty. Can y'all see it? Statue of Liberty right there. You feel me? So That's the vibes that we on right now. You know what I'm saying? All through dropshipping. You know what I'm saying? So if this is something that you're interested in, do yourself a favor and like this video. I want to put out more style videos like this where I'm not really like trying to teach you something. I'm more trying to tell you about something that's amazing. You know, the picture is like we at the bar, we at the club, and I'm just like letting you know what the new amazing opportunities. So like and share this video with a friend, and do remember to subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. Contact me or leave it in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer it. All right, take care, fellas. Take care, ladies. I'm out.